is Real Talk USA with the Real Estate Guy, talking with Michael Klein, KleinFinancialLLC.com, correct?
That's correct.
480-981-1333. So let's talk about budgeting, because that's why you're here today, because this show is a tax planning and budgeting for 2016. So what are the first steps to actually setting up a budget, Mike?
Well, there's actually a lot of things to consider when budgeting, but I've boiled it down to 5 simple tips for you.
Awesome. I love tips.
Easy to remember.
Great.
Yes. The first one is choosing a tool to use for the budget. And it actually doesn't really matter what tool you use. You could use a spreadsheet. You could use a notebook to write things down, or there's a lot of online tools that you can use to track.
So kind of like goal setting.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly. But you need a tool, some method to track and to write down what you're doing.
Perfect.
So after you do that, choose the tool, whatever's most comfortable for you. Then you go on to gathering the financial data or the expenses that you're
and that's number 2?
spending. Yep. Number 2 is the gather.
Gathering financial data.
Grab your pay stub from work so you know what your income is and what deductions you have. Gather all your bills together. Okay. And the hard part about that is to know what you're spending, what's called discretionary spending, what you're spending on coffee that you stop off in the morning to buy, or sodas throughout the day, or whatever it is that you're spending on.
Gotcha.
So the third step is to track. After you've gathered all the actual bills that you have, then you want to track those things that aren't bills. And the best thing to do is to track for 90 days. That's hard for people to do, but if you can track for 90 days, you have a pretty good idea of what you spend throughout the year. Okay,
so basically the expenses are the nonsense stuff, like you said, coffee.
Yeah, sodas,
lunch, Wendy's, McDonald's, all that kind of nonsense. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, and once you have that tracked for preferably 90 days, then the fourth step is to set goals.
Set goals, awesome.
And some might ask, well, why don't you set the goals first? But you really can't set goals until you know what you're actually doing.
I agree with that completely.
You have to know the reality before you can
reality
go
check of what you're really spending before you set a goal of what to do.
A radio show high five.
There we go.
There you go. And what's number 5, Mike?
And then the last one is the follow through. Once you have the goals, then you've got to follow it, because what good is a goal if you're not following the goal? And
agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those are the 5 simple steps.
That's awesome. I love those steps. And this is Real Talk USA with the Real Estate Guy, talking with Michael Klein, KleinFinancialLLC.com, correct?
That's correct.
480-981-1333. And what's your title? Just financial planner?
I'm a certified financial planner.
Certified financial planner. CFP. So you got CFP and the CPA.
That's right. Another acronym.
There you go.
Awesome. We've been called certified before, but this is not what we're talking about.
Certified. No, that's great, Michael. I love that. That's a great plan, and I'm going to put that up. We're going to write a blog about that and have that on the RealTalkRadioUSA.com website.